So you know it's a new week, that same hustle, but that same type of money coming in. It's DJ Larry Love, and I got a special guest with me, man. Introduce yourself to the world, my G.
What's going on, world? It's the one and only Mike Millions, entertainment manager. What's good?
What's up, bro, man? This is a long time coming right here, man.
Man, long overdue, but I'm here.
You know what I'm saying?
Blessed. Appreciate you showing love all the time, man.
Yeah, man, this is long overdue, man, because the reason I say it's long overdue because you've been behind maybe about 5 or 7 artists over the last year and a half, bro. We've been working, man, at least a year and a half. I think about a year now.
Yeah, I've been, coming through, showing, showing,
man.
bringing artists through the wave because, when you're doing this media circuit and just doing the press runs, you got to hit up all the outlets, no matter if they're big or small. So I'm just here to tell my story now.
The myth, the legend, man. You the man, the myth, the legend.
I like to be behind the scenes, but
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta really, step in front of the camera and show these people what, show them what you could do.
I like that, bro. So first and foremost, brother, when did you decided to really, put your antics of taking the shit to the serious level? Like, when was it an artist? Was it a song that you heard? Was you sitting at the crib like, you know what? I really have, like, what was it that first instance with the music industry?
Well,
period?
I grew up listening to music, early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Just, I had a love for music, MTV days, BET days, Rap City, Basement, all that stuff. I just had a love for music. But after I went to school and I was trying to follow in the footsteps of my parents because my dad's a pharmacist and my mom's a nurse. So I tried that route, but that wasn't working for me. I always knew I was gonna be a businessman. So my first even business idea was having a clothing line with one of my friends.
Okay. What's the name of that clothing line?
It was called Urban Generation.
Okay.
It was a fail.
Okay.
Failed. I didn't even like.
You gotta try though.
Yeah, I tried it. I didn't like. I don't even know how to draw, but I tried it. So we had a little here, run here and there, but it wasn't my thing. So then I revamped myself. I transferred to another school, and I picked up marketing.
Okay. This is all in college?
Yeah, this is all in college.
Okay.
I picked up marketing, and people sleep on marketing, but marketing is like after medicine and traveling, marketing is like the third biggest industry to make money in. So
exactly, and especially in front of these cameras.
Exactly. So marketing was like what I studied when I was at Kennesaw State. So I was doing that, and around that time, I had a friend of mine. We was, when we went to high school, everybody always wanted to rap, do music. I was just the person. I knew I couldn't rap. I didn't even want to try. So that wasn't my thing. So all the friends was, rapping and stuff, but I knew me. I was business idea. I was like, let me help you.
Yeah.
Let me help you figure out how we gonna be successful and be famous. Because I always knew whatever I did in my life, I was gonna be successful.
True. That's real.
I was always doubted. I was always, got like so many stories, but I overcome all that stuff. So I always knew I was gonna do music. I always knew I was gonna do business, be successful, do something important in my life to, make my parents proud.
That's real.
So,
but the fact that you went to school first, I guess, shows you the determination that you had to sacrifice something.
Yeah. I wasn't no dummy. Like the school thing, I wasn't making straight A's, of course, but I had good grades. I made my mistakes. I got in trouble. So I just said, let me buckle down and got this right. So one of the homies was rapping and stuff. His other homie was K Camp.
Okay.
So
that was your first instance.
Yeah, that was my I seen how he moved around. I seen how he we went to the clubs and stuff. So it got me more it's itsy and just made me want to figure out.
You was more interested.
Yeah, I was more interested. I tried to figure out what's going on. Then I went to Nigeria I'm African, so I was born in Nigeria. I went to Nigeria for 3 months. And when I came back, and I was about to go to school, when I really did transfer to Kennesaw State, he blew up and had his song, the Money Baby song with Kwani Cash, and then he had that Cut Off song with 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
So then, this is like 2014.
Yeah.
We started moving around, went to South by Southwest. We went to.
So you traveling with the artists back?
We traveling with artists,
right,
just being around them, just
5
being
years
around the
ago.
scene.
Right.
Just being around the scene and just knowing that, okay, this is what it takes. But also, one thing about this industry, man, people don't want to teach you. You feel me? People don't want to.
It's a hidden code.
Yeah, people don't want to. It's like a secret society type shit. People don't want to, like, unless you really, dedicated unless you're around. And people, like, the crazy thing about it, I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me.
Yeah.
But also people, people want to keep you don't want to keep you in the loop about things, especially when they get their opportunity.
Holding their nuts on you.
Exactly, they holding their nuts. Niggas was holding their nuts on me, but
yeah.
I still made a way out of nothing.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I joined a little marketing promo company called Work.
I heard of Work. I remember Work.
Yeah, this is shout out to Jay Shep and a lot of homies. Like, we was just around. Like, he was like my first mentor type thing.
Okay.
Like, we sat down and we he just teaching me a lot of things and I was telling him my story. I remember we was in Texas side by side with, just chilling, smoking a blunt, and I was just telling my story. I was just telling what I wanted to do and stuff.
Yeah.
And then but at the same time, I ain't no dude boy. I ain't no little man either.
But not to say that a dude. I don't think people look at it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people look at you about being a dude boy. It's about the whole. First, the subject is a PR.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if people don't know, the whole real of what you're trying to do, the positions of being a PR.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With being a PR, you're gonna have to do certain things that certain people won't do for the artist.
Exactly.
Their own family may not even do this
exactly,
shit. Their own
exactly.
brother.
You gotta willing to sacrifice it all for especially when you have an artist. So when I was never K-Cam's manager, I was never just on the payroll, but that was the homie. I wanted them to see him win.
Yeah.
So anybody that I'm around, I want to see you win.
That's
I want like if I'm the missing piece to make you successful, let's plug in that piece and let's get to work.
That's real.
So like I said, Jay Shell was always giving me advice. We was going to a club with the woo, just learning the in and outs about the industry. So then
that started 5 years ago.
Yeah, that started 5 years, around 2014, 2015. Then 2016 came. After learning from what to do and what not to do,
right,
and getting advice from Shep, I decided let me get into management.
Okay,
so
and that's how we got the Mike Millions today.
Exactly,
okay.
Like Mike Millions. Yes, my name is Mike, but the Millions part came in 2014. We were going to Daytona Beach, and one of my homies was just freestyling in the car, and he just added the Millions to Mike, and I just ran with it. I was like, "That Mike Millions, that's fire."
Yeah.
So I just kept going with it, and that shit
you was on the road with Derez a few months ago.
Yeah, Derez Deshaun, one of the big homies. I met him through Sari.
Shout out to Sari. They just had a dope project.
Yes. Shout out both. Yeah, man.
I'm still listening to that actually.
And West Side and Pacquiao, they finna go. Like Pacquiao, he hard as hell.
He been out for a while.
Yeah, he been around, but now this is like his little first opportunity to show people what he really about. So Pacquiao, he hard, man. Shout out to Pacquiao, shout out to Sai, shout out to Derez, shout out to everybody that really rock with me, because I appreciate it, because I know that when you have an opportunity and when you have somebody in your corner rooting for you, that's big, because this industry will eat you alive if you let them.
Right, and I remember I remember the chick Bougie P. Shout out to Bougie P.
Yeah, but shout out to Bougie P, man. Shout out to all the artists I'm rocking with that's rocking with me.
Yeah, man. I remember you brought Bougie P through, and so how did you get to that? Like, what do you think? Because artists have to believe in you first.
Of course.
They literally putting their career in your hands.
Of course.
Take them to another level.
Yeah, 2016, man. I started out with a model. That was the first client that I have. Her name was Sue Young.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my first client, and me and her, we bumped heads. We were cool. We were like brothers and sisters. You feel me? So we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of video shoots, from Gucci to Migos to Lucci, Rich Homie Quan. The list goes on. Young Dolph.
Do you have to actually shop these? When you work for somebody,
she had her own connections, and she had her own own relationship, her being a female, being a model. The advocate, but I was also making sure, I was the enforcer, just making sure she was getting paid, making sure she was getting to her the gigs.
That's what a manager do.
Yeah, just making sure that you did the little things to keep things together. Now, after we did that, we was running together for a whole year, and then at the end of the year, it's I wanted more. You feel me? And also I knew this is I'm 28 now, but at that time I was 26. I was it's time. Play time is over with. You feel me? I'm trying to get serious, so I'm trying to figure out really what my niche is. So the modeling thing, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but modeling ain't how it was back in the days. Feel me? The tall girls, the tall skinny girls, they ain't runway things. Now it's more of a Instagram thing because I be seeing a lot of girls take pictures and be like, yo, where's the pictures going to? Because this shit ain't going to no magazine.
Yeah, right. Where's it going?
You feel me? Where's it going? I feel like it's just going to Instagram and just
that's
being
it.
like
and into the nigga in her contact list in the phone.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So I'm like, you know, what are y'all, like, what is the purpose of this? You feel me? Like, don't get me wrong, the videos is getting booked. Videos are cool, but it's like, after a while, your brain gets saturated because shit, it's a bad bitch turning 18 every day. Every day. The next bad bitch is coming up, and she might do the work less than you. Like,
then she gonna have an OnlyFans page next, and then next
she have an OnlyFans page, they going crazy out here. They going crazy. I ain't knocking the females and they hustle and shit, but
God damn,
man, damn.
Yo, I swear, if I
because I'm not paying for none of that, and none of my homies is paying for shit.
Listen, we'll go out to eat. We can go to the movies. We can go to a show. We can do all this physical shit together.
Yes.
But me paying to see you on the computer or a screen, and I'm spending my money, my cash.
You're a sucker.
I don't get
it. I promise you, one girl tried me down like a couple months ago. She was like,
send you her only.
She was like, I send you a nude. And I ain't trying to pillow talk or nothing like that. I ain't trying to put on blast. I'll send you a news something. She said for you, I charge 100, but for you 60. I'm like, shit.
For what?
I ignored that shit, kept it moving. I'm like, I could just take you out. Let's go smoke a blunt weekend, and I still see you naked. Like, don't play with me like that. So
the game is different, man. The game
is different, and the thing is, what fucked it up is niggas, because some niggas is paying for that shit.
Yeah. So that was your motto.
I did that modeling thing. It's cool. Then end of 2016, I met an artist from Canada.
Okay.
And we was rocking for
he flew to Atlanta.
Yeah, he flew to Atlanta. Did the research on who the people to meet in Atlanta. He met one of my homies that we was in work with, and what it was me. He was African as well, so we kind of built a bond. He was coming.
Africans run Atlanta, man.
Yeah, man. Hey. Listen.
What the fuck?
Africans run Atlanta.
That's off the subject right now.
Africans run Atlanta. Africans really run the world, but hey, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at.
We're leaving Atlanta.
I'm gonna leave it to Atlanta right now. But shout out to all my Africans doing their thing. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. But so I met him. He met my homie. We kind of befriended each other.
Yeah.
We did a little work. We did a little son together, and we built a relationship. You feel me? Now that was my first really artist into like I really worked in like what I loved about the situation, even though we're not working together no more, is he had a vision. He knew what he wanted to do.
Right.
He knew that I'm an artist. I can't do everything. He had me do it. You feel me?
But that's what strengthened you.
And that's the strength. You feel me? I'm an easy learner. I'm a go getter. You feel me? I'm a hustler. I'm not a flashy person, but I get out there and do my thing if I wanted to. So
that's real.
What I was doing is like, he was telling me, okay, boom. He was basically like we was teaching each other.
Right.
He was like helping each other, coaching each other how to maneuver through this industry. He did have some money, so we did make a lot of shit. We made a lot of shit happen.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. We was going to LA back to back. We was in the big studios. He bought me a record with Tory Lanez first.
Okay.
So he had a record with Tory Lanez. So out of his relationship, then then I started working with him, and a couple months later, almost a year later, we had a record with Lil Baby.
That's hard.
We had a record with Coco Vanga. And then
is this the African?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name?
Confident.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and him not cool no more, but shout out to him because I really like if I ever get to a chance to be who I said I was gonna be and be who I am, like he was part of my story.
Yeah.
So even though, like I said, even though we ain't cool and we ain't working together,
I mean, it's business. Everything is
business, and he gave me an opportunity, and I will never deny him, and I will always say thank you.
So you've been working PR in Atlanta in these streets. What's the hardest thing, or what's the thing that fails each artist that you usually meet? Because it's hard to find that gem, I'm sure, amongst 2,000 people that go out a week, surviving, inspiring, whatever artist. What's the hardest thing what you look for basically?
Well, like I said, first and foremost, I do management, then I also do marketing and PR. The hardest thing that I deal with every artist is they don't listen. They wanna hit the big media outlets right away, and they don't have no rapport with the attraction with the little media outlets first. And it's like, how can I get you on Double XL or Breakfast Club and you ain't even been to Hip Hop Daily
Right.
with Larry Love.
Right.
You feel
Right.
me?
That's real. That's
so it's
real.
you gotta work your moves.
Yeah.
Like you gotta it's like you gotta prove yourself. You
True,
feel me?
true,
Like
true.
I'm looking at these magazines, GQ, and we got Odell Beckham on
Right.
it. And like Odell Beckham was a top elite receiver right now.
Now he's on the
But
GQ.
He's
magazine.
on GQ magazine, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was times where he couldn't even get professional scouts to look at him.
You right.
You feel me?
You right. You right.
He had to show. He had to prove himself.
you
So
show
it's
and
like
prove.
in this industry, you got to prove yourself.
do.
You
You
got to
do.
go through. You got to do a lot of free work.
You right.
You got to do a lot of free shit.
Yeah.
You got to do you just got to prove yourself over and over.
You right.
Until somebody is ready to say, okay, listen.
But you know what it
I
is?
see you working.
People don't believe in process.
Yeah. Always gotta trust the process.
Niggas want to be up overnight. Like people want to be up.
Yeah,
like, they want to be up overnight.
Like when I study and I look at all the artists, like it's like an artist average year of the average time of an artist to be successful is at least 5 years.
At least 5 years.
At least
a
5
business
years.
is 5 years.
At least a business, even a business,
Yeah.
5 years. So if you haven't even put in 5 years of consistent work, you're not gonna be successful.
You're not gonna be successful.
And then if you do be successful with some viral shit,
Yeah.
it's either you gonna keep it up keep doing some goofy shit, or you gonna fall off.
You're gonna fall off.
So
consistency and quality always speaks.
consistency makes
Yeah.
progress.
Yeah.
Preparation means
Yeah.
opportunity. So it's like you always gotta prepare yourself. Like shit. Like I always say, you don't want to be the person that said that I used to do this. I used to.
You
do
don't
that.
want to be the I
I
used to. Yeah.
I
used to be a used to.
Ain't no female rocking with that. And
Yeah.
I know I'm not rocking with that. You come tell me that I used to do this. I used to do that. I don't even want to hear that.
We ain't
What are
tryna
we
hear
doing
that shit.
today?
And I'm glad you just said that word today, because we could talk about how you're managing your newest current artist.
Yeah,
Tele.
man.
And Tele's been working it. Like if you in Atlanta, you know we've been on Trap Nigga Time.
Yeah,
basically,
man.
you know
I'm rocking with my boy Taylor. We got this record called Trap Nigga Time that
Okay.
we've been rocking. The record is a whole record.
Whole record.
But we
I'm talking about Mike Epps is in the video.
Yeah, Mike Epps was in the video, but we pushing it again because it's like it's catching the circle. We got a team behind him. We got the DJs rocking with him, so he's like he learned a lot, and it's like now the right people are involved. So it's like trying to take it to the next level.
So this your next biggest?
Yeah, this is my next biggest project. Also working with another project of mine that I feel like. And I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not biased to all my artists. I'm not picking one over the other, but Dirty Racks is an artist that I really believe in because
Dirty Racks hard.
I just met him this year.
Yeah.
I've been knowing his sister and like people around him for a couple years, but when I met him, like, and I just be around him.
That new song hard.
What he rapping about is what he really do. You feel me? So shout out to Dirty Racks. Shout out to Taylor. I work with a female artist called Bougie P.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get her situation right, make sure she, when we do hop on the scene.
It's a hot girl summer. It's a female.
Yeah.
Hot.
When shout out all the female rappers are doing their thing. You feel
Yeah.
me? So when we do hop in this, when we start with her, because like when a difference between a male artist and a female artist, you gotta worry about the little shit. You feel me? Because sometimes females come with their emotions and stuff, and we gotta make sure that we handle all that at the house. Then, then we go right.
She a beast though.
Yeah, she hard as hell. She from Indiana and she doing her thing.
Okay.
I work with this white guy named CJ Green. And I'm gonna give y'all a little surprise. We just put a record together with the Rez and Shine a couple weeks ago. So we're about to release that shit in 3 weeks.
That's hard.
So
That's hard.
CJ Green doing his thing. I'm working with a couple indie artists just around the area, just doing a little PR marketing for them.
So what's your fourth quarter wrap up goal as a manager, PR?
My fourth quarter goal is to put myself in a position to really make something happen for 2020.
That's it.
Like make sure all my artists is happy, they working, they getting to the best. They doing what's best for them. You feel me? Making sure they seeing results. Yeah. And just making sure we're networking and we're building relationships with the right people. Yeah. The name of the game is building relationships. You always want to build relationships no matter what.
We just had this week Linda, Queen of Radio.
Man, she taught me a lot. I needed that.
Jewels.
She taught me that. I can't wait to work with her.
Right, man, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Some jewels. And saying that, man, I guess when you find somebody that can take your passion and your talent as serious as you, that's when and it's hard to find people that really believe in you. You know, a lot of people just want to get behind because they don't really know the grind and the struggle, but to really get behind the process, like that's my biggest word for 2020 process. Yeah. Like everything is a process, man.
It's a process because like you can't skip it. Like you gotta be consistent. Like it's like working out. If you don't, you go to the gym 2 days in a row, right? that you got 7 days a week, and them
7
last
days.
5 days you just be chilling, eating all the food. You're not losing no weight. You probably gain more. So
yeah, exactly.
It's pointless.
You
so
probably made yourself more.
You got
hungry.
365 days in a year. If you do at least 250 out of them days working on your craft,
yeah,
you're gonna see some results.
That's real.
And I'm not saying I work every day,
right?
But I haven't clocked in a regular job since 2016,
and that's a good thing.
And I got fired at the airport, so
that's a good thing.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not no rich ass nigga, but
you making it happen.
I make it happen.
Yeah.
So it's all about making it happen and being consistent, because the opportunity comes. And we was just talking with Miss Arlinda.
Yeah.
When you miss your opportunity, that's gonna be your last one.
Man.
That might be your last one.
And then you don't understand the people that you made affect in your process of missing.
Yeah, because
opportunity.
A lot of artists don't understand the opportunity. They don't see the opportunity in front of them because they don't have no money attached to it, or they don't have no big. It's not a big opportunity.
Yeah.
Like you might I seen a lot of artists come and talk to me, and they probably sleep on me.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's real.
Sleep on me all you want.
That's real.
I'm working.
But I mean, I think sometimes it's what you said earlier in the interview. They got to see what should work if you like this interview alone. You shopping this alone.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like,
you gotta do. I mean, one thing in the industry, you do got to do your research on who you work with, because there's a lot of sharks, there's a lot of scammers, there's a lot of just bad business. So you do got to do your research on who the people mean. And to put it out there, I might not be 100% perfect, but I do good business all around a good table.
That's real. That's real.
And I don't want to be in a business taking nobody's money. I easily tell you, this money that you about to give me, or this money you about to invest, this ain't finna make you tomorrow.
That's real. That's real.
Me? So take your time. Let's figure it out. Let's put 6 months in.
Yeah.
If we put in 6 months, then we're straight.
That's real, man. That's real. Mike Millions, man. So you going to Miami tomorrow? Man.
Yeah, man. I'm in Miami with DJ Blue and Taylor, man. We finna fuck up Live on Sunday.
King of Diamond. They no more KOD. They no more KOD.
Man. We business trip, about to shoot this video and for Taylor. And man, we definitely hitting up G5 in the office. So we about to really have fun. I ain't really I mean, this year lately I've been moving around. I just be chilling. I don't be telling people my moves.
I seen you at Escobar the other night.
Yeah, I just be popping up, man. I just be popping up.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen. Indie artists is very important. 3 things to make you successful in this industry. You got to hit up the streets first, have a presence in the streets, have a presence on the internet, then you go rock with radio.
Because radio gonna already know about
exactly. If you do all those 3 things in order, you got something. You feel me? And that's some free game, because you could come sit to talk to me. I'm gonna charge you. So.
Consultation fees.
Listen, man. I don't do no free work. And if it's Diddy or Jay-Z, I might do some free work. But listen, if you're a cat from out the streets, you gotta pay up.
But sometimes, I mean, what about those artists that you really believe in, though? Like,
if I believe in you, we could work something out. See, the thing about me
they
is
still have their own budget.
You gotta have a budget, because if you don't have a budget, it's like what are we working out of?
Right,
you feel me? Like you gotta have something. Like this industry is not free.
Right.
And music is a hobby, first of all. Right. So in order for you to be successful and be like the Migos, be Drake.
Right.
That's when you become and that's when you hop into the music industry. Like if you just want to make music, cool. I make music, put it out or whatever. But if you want to be a successul artist, that's when you hop into business, and you gotta know the business.
Game plays.
Exactly. My business my business partner always told me, money don't make money, it stays in your hands. And he always told me, real men sign paperwork. So
real men sign paperwork.
When real businessmen sign paperwork. So when you're doing business with anybody, make sure you get the paperwork straight.
Politics.
Don't be scared of don't be scared of no paperwork. And politics is gonna be crazy in this industry, but once you maneuver through that shit, man, you're gonna be straight. Don't burn relationships.
For sure.
When I started in the industry, I didn't understand why people was doing certain things. Man, it's like they hating or they crabbing, they holding nuts. But the older I get and the more I move up in the business, it's like in the Bible, when you get slapped on one cheek, turn the other. So what I do is, if I get a no here or I get a wrong response here, I just keep it moving, at the same time, the industry is just like a high school.
It is.
You always gonna see the same people.
Everybody know everybody. The higher you go up, especially in Atlanta, the higher your name get in Atlanta, Georgia. Exactly. I don't care how much of a public figure you think you are.
Exactly.
The higher your name get in Atlanta,
the more scrutiny that comes with it.
The more scrutiny comes with it, and the more people you're gonna start seeing the same.
Exactly.
Like,
so
that's why you
just keep your face card clean, keep your reputation clean, because you never know when you never know who talking. You never know who's gonna be who one day. So anything, I advise any artist or anybody that's in this industry, if you got bad blood with anybody, cool, forgive them. Don't forget.
That's
but
real.
Just let it go.
That's
keep
real.
it going, because at the end of the day, they're probably insecure about some things, or they didn't know
That's
any
real.
better. So
That's
just
real.
keep it going. Just know who you are within, and you don't have to speak to them.
Right.
But don't go out of making yourself enemy number one.
Right, and you also got to remember yourself as a brand. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people lose that focus.
Yeah.
Like, I lose that focus with myself sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I had to
Yeah.
start I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I wanted to be behind the scenes for a long time, but sometimes you gotta wake these niggas up.
You got to.
So
You got to. And you have to.
You're a brand. You are a brand. So if you're a brand. So if you don't put yourself out there front, they're gonna always sleep on you.
They're gonna always sleep on you. I don't care how much you take yourself. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your own rate.
Exactly, man.
Mike Mills in the building, man. Working in management to PR to working these Atlanta streets, man. Any Jew that you need to leave. I also like talking to the young niggas, man. Like any high schoolers. School just started as well.
Oh,
also,
yeah.
I got a couple high schoolers that's be tuned in, man.
Yeah, so first of all, high schoolers, college, if you want me to come through, speak to y'all, hey, say no more. Hit me up on my DM, D Mike Millions.
I like that. I see what you're doing on your IG, man. I see.
Man,
reading.
I like talking to the kids because when I was they look up to us. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when you progressing in life and you're telling your story, somebody's used to be the old you.
Somebody used to be the old
you. Somebody right now is used to be the old you.
Somebody used to be the old you.
One thing a lot of people don't do in this industry is they don't reach back.
They don't respect.
They don't reach back, or they hold nuts. So what I do is, I know they hold nuts on me, and I know that somebody, they didn't reach back and pick me up. So I try my best to reach back. You feel me?
Yeah.
And pick up the little kids. So last semester I was going to the schools and talking to the kids. I'm gonna start that back up next semester.
Yeah.
I mean next month.
Yeah.
And I'm just be talking to these kids and just showing them how to be an entrepreneur.
That's real.
Because entrepreneurship is getting real. Like
a
lot of these days, a lot of people don't want to work for nobody these days. A lot of people want to work for themselves. So entrepreneurship is real. If you want to be in this industry, you gotta have tough skin.
Yeah.
Can't be no crybaby. Can't be no pushover.
That's a good jewel right there too.
Yeah,
that's a good jewel right there, man.
That's a
trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process and never give up. Never give up.
Yeah,
never give up. My story has been. I come from a good family, but I done made some mistakes. I done been in trouble.
Yeah.
I done been through it all, but I'm still overcoming it all. So to never give up. That's the jewel. Never give up, and always just put your best effort out and be consistent.
Real. Mike Millions, man. We tuning out, man. Live Hip Hop Daily's DJ Larry Love, man. Until next week, man. In the between time, music, business, empowerment. Next weekend, JB, we in the building, man. We rocking with it, man.
Let's go.